Hello, my amazing children. This is Grandma Carla, and I am back with 10 Tales of Christmas, trying to get us in the Christmas spirit. And these are some really great old tales about Christmas. Lots of different little stories. And this one is called Baboushka. On the night when Christ child was born in Bethlehem, in a country far away, an old woman named Baboushka sat in her snug little house by her warm fire. The wind was drifting the snow outside and howling down the chimney, but it only made Baboushka's fire burn more brightly. "How glad I am that I may stay indoors," said Baboushka, holding her hands out to the bright blaze. But suddenly she heard a loud rap at the door. She opened it, and her candle shone on 3 old men standing outside in the snow. Their beards were as white as snow, and so long they reached to the ground. Their eyes shone kindly in the light of Baboushka's candle, and their arms were full of precious things, boxes of jewels and sweet-smelling oils and ointments. "We have traveled far, Baboushka," they said, "and we stopped to tell you of the baby born this night in Bethlehem. He comes to rule the world and teach all men to be loving and true. We carry gifts to him. Come with us, Baboushka." But Baboushka looked at the driving snow, and then inside at her cozy room and the crackling fire. "It is too late for me to go with you, good sirs," she said. "The weather is too cold." She went inside again and shut the door, and the old men journeyed on to Bethlehem without her. But as Baboushka sat by her fire, rocking, she began to think about the little Christ child, for she loved all babies. "Tomorrow I will go to find him," she said. "Tomorrow when it is light, and I will carry him some toys." So when it was morning, Baboushka put on her long cloak and took her staff and filled a basket with the pretty things a baby would like: gold balls and wooden toys and strings of silver cobwebs, and she set out to find the Christ child. But Baboushka had forgotten to ask the 3 old men the road to Bethlehem, and they had traveled so far through the night that she could not overtake them. Up and down the roads she hurried, through woods and fields and towns, saying to whoever she met, "I am looking for the Christ child. Where does he lie? I have some pretty toys for him." But no one could tell her the way to go, and they all said, "Farther on, Baboushka, farther on." So she traveled on and on and on for years and years, but she never found the little Christ child. They say that old Baboushka is traveling still, looking for him. When Christmas Eve comes and the children are lying fast asleep, Baboushka walks softly through the snowy fields and towns, wrapped in her long cloak and carrying her basket on her arms. With her staff, she raps gently at the doors and goes inside and holds her candle close to the little child's face. "Is he here?" she asks. "Is the little Christ child here?" And then she turns sorrowfully away again, crying, "Farther on, farther on." But before she leaves, she takes a toy from her basket and lays it beside the pillow for a Christmas gift. "For his sake," she says softly. And then she hurries on through the years and forever in search of the little Christ child. And that little story has no author. The author, it just says traditional. That means that it was a story passed on from long ago and told to children who grew up and told it to their children and grew up and told it to their children. But it's a sweet story, isn't it? She was looking for the Christ child. And this one is a poem. It's called City Christmas by Rachel Field. I will go walking in our town, now that it's Christmas time, to see the streets of shops all decked, gay as a pantomime. There will be trinkets and toys galore, candles for every tree, stacked at the curb in spicy green, bristling needily. There will be children with dimes to spend, stars in the queerest places, lights that twinkle and lights that glow, and lights in people's faces. I will go walking in the town, knowing that all is well, seeing the sights of Christmas, smelling each Christmas smell. By Rachel Field. And those are our stories for tonight. This is Grandma Carla, and I love you. Oops, I forgot to look at the pictures. Baboushka. So here's a picture of Baboushka when she was all snuggled in her bed, but then now she's traveling with her toys and her staff. She's going all over looking for the Christ child.